Hi, my name is Michael. I'm a software developer, and I wanted to share an ambitious idea with the Tango community. The idea involves toys like these, small building blocks that you put together to build whatever you can imagine. After seeing Google I/O 2015 and the demo on virtual toys, I got to thinking, how could we make real-world toys more fun for kids and adults? The starting point for my idea would be software to recognize the building blocks that the user is working with, which it could match to digital versions of the same blocks. We could combine this software with a 3D camera like Project Tango to watch your hands while you put together a model, piece by piece. Our software would recognize the blocks you're working with and where they are in 3D space. That means anything your imagination can build in the real world gets built in the digital world as well. Once we have our model in software, we open up a ton of possibilities in areas like video games, virtual and augmented reality, determining what you can build with the pieces in your collection, and socializing the step-by-step instructions behind all the super creative things that people build. Imagine putting on Google Cardboard and seeing a life-size version of what you just built. But you could do more than just look. Your creations could take front and center in your favorite video games by pulling in the digital version. This could be even more amazing if there was a system to upscale the real-life model. Each building block could have a high-fidelity version, and the final mesh could be smoothed over and given extra details. Think of Need for Speed, but with a custom car that came from your imagination. Build it first in the real world, then see how it fares in the game. Or Mass Effect, with a spaceship you can redesign on the fly and see reflected in the current mission. Or take a game like Tomb Raider. Design the level yourself with building blocks, then play through it on the big screen. It opens the door to totally new types of gameplay, things that game designers have never been able to do before. There's new opportunities in augmented reality too. Kids love to look at their toys when they play with them, make sound effects, and imagine what they would be like in real life. So imagine being a child and donning the next-gen Google Glass. They could see augmented lights and sirens, or see a special effect when they crash into the wall. Now, one of the greatest things about these toys is that you're free to build anything you want. But custom creations can get pretty complex, and everyone owns different building blocks in their home collections. For example, you might see this custom creation and ask, do I have the pieces in my collection to build this? Well, if the original creator assembled it within view of their Project Tango, their software knows which pieces are part of the original model. Since the new builder's Tango can recognize which pieces are in their collection, the Tango can give the new builder a yes or no answer on whether they could build it, and point them to which pieces they're missing if necessary. Because our software watched the original author put the model together, we could add a feature to our software to generate step-by-step instructions for the new builder. With one post, the user could share both the instructions and the digital version of the final model. We could get an idea of what a user likes to build by observing which instructions and models they download. It'd be similar to the communities that popped up around 3D printers, where people share their custom creations. A way for kids and adults to practice hands-on creativity and engineering thinking. So, to wrap things up, the ecosystem that I've outlined would support virtual, augmented, and real-world scenarios to take the experience of playing with toy building blocks to the next level. From a big picture standpoint, I'm curious to know what the Tango community thinks about an idea like this. Does it get you excited? What are some of the technical hurdles that you see? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you for listening.